Good afternoon, everyone. What's going on? Today we are going to do a game review of the Vienna system. There's something that I noticed on YouTube that a lot of players around my rating in the 1300 range. I don't want to identify as a 1200 because right now I'm in the 1200 range and I'm on a really bad downswing, but I won this game. I'm, feeling less burnt out. I played 83.4% accurate in this game, and I want to show you guys how to play the Vienna system. I will probably do a lot of these uploads because I primarily play the Vienna game, and this is a opening I learned from Gotham Chess, and I've rigorously studied it. So we're gonna do a lot of Vienna game reviews, so people um, learn how to play this opening and learn how to crush with it. So to start, there's this quote that I heard, and it goes, I think Bruce Lee said it maybe, or some martial arts master, or I don't know, someone was like, "Do not be afraid of the man who could throw 1,000 strikes. Be afraid of the man who can throw one strike and has done it 1,000 times, 10,000 times, 100,000 times." And that is what I take and use in my chess life. Chess life. When I play chess, I don't play many openings. I play like 2 or 3 openings. I always open with the Scandinavian. I play the modern and I play the Vienna. Occasionally I play the Caro-Kann, but I primarily play those openings. And I also have I have responses to certain openings, but we're not gonna get into that. We're focusing on the Vienna game. So that's my first tip. Find an opening you like. I love the Vienna game. It's very trappy. There's a lot of poison. Let's get into the game. All right. So first off, my opponent was very gutsy. He held on and he didn't want to give up. I'll give him a lot of credit, but I was totally winning the whole game when I kept the advantage. E4, C6, C3, E5, C4. Okay, so in the Vienna, your light squared bishop is your hero. Okay, this is the main piece because you target this weak square and you put a shit ton of pressure on the king. Okay, he develops. This is all book stuff. All right. First mistake, my opponent. Okay, he pushes the center, but I'm more than well compensated and defended. That's just a free pawn. All right, so that's my opponent's first mistake. He attacks my bishop. I move out of the way. I go all the way back to b3 because that's the most comfortable square for my piece. And then he moves to g6. All right, so I did see this move. My phone's ringing, sorry. I saw the move to put my queen here to just threaten mate, but I thought that was way too aggressive. So I said, I'm just going to play solid because I've been playing way too aggressively and overextending, and I've been losing. So I just played knight to f3. Okay. I also saw that move too, but I've opted into castling. He castles. I develop my bishop to a comfortable square. Then he comes into attack. All right. So Stockfish says I should have taken, but I wanted to keep the bishop pair, so I didn't take. And then he plays the first blunder. And I think this is where the game is over for my opponent. So I remove the defender. He takes. I take his queen, and now I'm just up a full exchange. I'm up 4 points in material, and the game's pretty much over from here. But I'll show you how I convert it into a win. He gives me a check. That's the best move. It doesn't really do much, but okay. You want to trade bishops? I say yes, let's trade because I'm winning. I would love to simplify. So my goal now is simplify. That's all I want to do. I'm getting rid of all the pieces on the board. I don't care. You're gonna see that I keep trying to simplify my position. He goes to attack my pawn. I push to defend. He tries to attack my knight. I say nope. So this is the mistake that I made. The Stockfish says it's a good move, but my knight ends up getting up trapped, and you'll see what happens. Right, so I attack. He's trying to attack me. He's doing whatever he can, but I'm giving him no quarter. Like no, this is not happening, man. Like you're not getting in. You're not getting in. That's it. Simple. I go to attack his king. Now I'm just trying to trade, just trying to trade. But then I realized if I keep doing that, I'm gonna play for a draw. Don't want to do that. I go to attack his king. He moves out of the way. I go to defend the pawn. He moves out of the way, tries to attack my knight, and then I go, okay, I'm going to just defend my knight because my knight is completely stuck. My knight cannot move. I have no squares. No squares are open to my knight. It's stuck in the back rank. Okay, he tries to attack my pawn again. I go, okay, I'm going to defend. We're going to shuffle pieces a little bit, but this is one of the biggest mistakes that my opponent made. I apparently had mate in one here. I didn't see it. This was mate in one. Didn't see it. So I saw a free pawn. This is a mistake on my part. I saw a free pawn. I said, okay, ooh, me see pawn, me take. Didn't didn't work out. All right. So he goes. He tries to put pressure on my pawn to take it. Now we're gonna shuffle a bit. I check. Oh, so this is another mistake too that he made here. He allowed me to fork his pieces, and that's just another. That's a free rook. I go to attack, and I say, okay, you know what? My rook's dead, but I'm winning so much right now. It doesn't even matter. I give up the pawn for the rook, and now I'm sorry. Right, we're exchanging. Come on, exchange. Let's go. Let's finish this game up. My opponent does not want to resign. I give him a lot of credit. He's desperate. He's trying to attack me any way he can. I go to attack the pawn. So now it's just a pawn battle. We're gonna just exchange, and I win another free piece. I'm up 6 points of material. There's nothing he could do. There's literally nothing he could do. He takes. I take. Again, my opponent's dead in the water here. I check. So this point right here, I got a little concerned because my knight's under attack and my rook is under attack. So I didn't know what to do. I was like, oh, did I lose the game? But then I realized that I could just attack his rook at the same time. So there is an equivalent threatening of material here. Okay, I move back, get out of the way. I check. I just move completely out of the way. I don't want my rook in the battle whatsoever. I'm gonna just say, I just say, it's time to just either promote and get a queen or figure out a way to get his rook and his king into a position where I fork both of the rook and the king, and then I just end the game there. So now we're gonna give some checks, and this is exactly where I won the game. So simple as that. This is where my opponent lost, which was right here, and the reason why he lost is because he didn't calculate that he was overcompensated, and I removed the defender of his pieces. And once I did that, there was just no going back because once I took the queen, it was there's nothing you could have done. So that was just a free piece, and from there, I just capitalized on my advantage and I won the game. All right, I hope this helped. Don't forget, play the Vienna. Great freaking opening. This is it. This is the bread and butter right here. Your light squared bishop is your hero, and it puts so much pressure on the f7 pawn. Again, this is a big mistake, my opponent. When you play your games, always make sure that you're not count what pieces are defending each other. I had more attackers than defenders, and for that, my opponent suffered, and everything just started collapsing from there. So he lost right in the opening. All right, short video today. Hope this helped.